we go. We are at the Reading Area Reading Area Community College. So, just load it up, start it up here. The other side's different. You want to get a picture of the other side. And here, this is the website. You can look everything up on the bottom. Thanks. Okay. Did you ever look into it?
Not really.
Yeah, it's awesome. Scientific evidence. Here you go. A card, you can look it up. Okay, you can look this up.
What type of degree do you have?
I've been studying this 2.5 years. My degree is in business, but my dad was a math teacher, my son a physics major. So I understand these concepts. Just type that in, start begin, and you'll get all this stuff you have on the banners. Scientific information. Scientific information for flat Earth. Geez, I didn't even get in there yet. And scientific information for the flat Earth. You can look it up yourself. Yeah, you can look this up yourself. Scientific information for flat Earth.
Thank you.
Yep. Science information for flat Earth. Everybody can look it up. Look it up yourself. Don't be afraid of evidence. No scientist would reject evidence without looking at it. Want one? Gotta have a scientific mind. Can't be afraid of evidence. Here, you want the other side, it's different. But you can find all this information at this website. It's the 200 proofs. That website down at the bottom. Yep. Handicap ramps are nice. Okay. Great. Awesome. Scientific evidence for the flat Earth. Let me see. No, it's not a joke. Here, all this information can be found right here. Scientific evidence for flat Earth. Real science would not reject evidence.
I'll take one of them. Thank you.
Sure. I'm trying to think
this
of.
Makes me laugh because I just had this argument with my buddy.
Is he flat Earth or you are?
He is.
Yeah? This isn't funny. This is serious.
He made me think.
You tell him to contact me.
I will.
I'm trying to think the best place. I want the sun to shine on it. Shit, I didn't bring that, did I? Didn't bring my long bungee. You want to take a picture?
Yes, please.
Yes, go ahead. I think I'm gonna set up right in front of that flagpole.
Okay.
But here, you can find it. You can find everything right on that on the back.
Sure.
There's
you want a hand moving it at all? Or?
Oh no, I'm good. I'm great. I do this all the time. I was down at Montgomery County Community College last week. So, have you ever looked into this?
A little bit.
Yeah. Cool.
It's kind of hard not to look into it after basketball, player, and.
Yeah. You say, well, what are they talking about? At least, right? You got to say that. What does that mean? So you got to look into it, and then you got to go find curvature. You know, there's a formula, curvature formula. So you got to go find it, and I bet you won't. If you do find it, please let me know.
All right.
Because I go down to Atlantic City. We have a group that goes down there, and you can see Atlantic City from Wildwood, which is 32.6 miles away, and you shouldn't be able to see it.
All right.
So yeah.
Good. apparently they think the flat Earth is a flat. The Earth is flat.
Yeah, apparently we can't find any curvature.
Have you looked at any pictures?
Yeah. No. Not pictures, honey. Those are images. They legally.
Wrong.
Do you want to? You want me to hear? You want to learn something? They legally have to call it an image because it's not a picture. There's only one picture, and that was taken out of a porthole.
Then how do you explain how everything else in our solar system is a spherical object?
Because we don't have a solar system. Okay, and you believe in the Big Bang, and that's why.
It's called science.
No, this is science. Right here is science.
No, that's called like before they ever realized that Galileo was right.
No,
That is.
no, this is real science. Okay.
Prove it.
Okay, I will.
Prove it.
I will.
Need that. If you don't believe it, you have to prove it.
Yeah.
Prove it.
Well, I know one thing. You can't prove the globe. So this is the flat Earth map.
I'm
Here you go.
lady. Come on, let me hear.
This is the flat Earth map. The North Pole's in the center. You want?
That's a map.
And the Antarctica goes around the outside edge. Okay? All these world organizations use a flat Earth map, but they leave off Antarctica. They don't want you to know it actually goes around the outside edge. Even if you don't accept this, just to look at it, study it, it will make you smarter because then you'll know, right? So here we have Chicago across 60 miles of Lake Michigan, right? According to the curvature formula, it's 8 inches times a mile squared. And we got that by this square down here at the bottom. And all these numbered blocks you will find at the website here at the bottom. So get one of the cards, look up the website, and do a little research on your own. Make yourself smart. Don't ever accept what you see in a textbook or hear from anybody.
Absolutely.
Figure it out for yourself, okay? Don't even believe me.
But they have scientific evidence.
No.
From global.
No, they have a lot of freaking money because they own all the banks and they just spend a lot of money on trying to fool you guys. Why? Okay, because, all right, did you know that the kings did not want the serfs to read?
Here first, folks.
Did you know that? Why? Why is that?
Because they know that if the serfs could read, they'd be able to see what was really going on. You're using a very flawed
yes,
argument.
it's not flawed, honey.
Flawed argument.
They want an intelligent people are hard to control.
Okay.
That's the deal. They want us to be fooled. Now, they want a global government also, okay? That's why they're letting all these people in without any kind of, okay? So they want a global government. So how are they going to unite? How are they going to unite the world? How are they going to unite the world under one leader? How are they going to do that? They're going to have a global threat. A global threat could be what they've been saying all along. There's aliens from outer space.
There was aliens, though.
So if they have a global, quote unquote, global threat, they will unite us. And we'll say, yes, yes, protect us from those mean aliens.
Well, there were extraterrestrials that came here to this planet.
Well, there's something, but I don't think it's from another planet. I think it's from right here. So then we have this, we don't have any curvature across Lake Michigan. There's Chicago 60 miles away. You shouldn't have it. It should be under 1,700 feet of curvature. We should be looking through the water to see Chicago. But it's not there. There's no curvature.
Yes, there
okay?
is. If you look at every picture ever took
No, here, sweetheart, you go study. No, space does not exist. I'm sorry.
First of
all, no, it does not.
I do study.
No, it does, and I understand your reaction. I got the same reaction everywhere I go. But if you look into this...
Wait, but what are the stars? They just don't exist?
Stars are points of light. That's all you know about them. That's all. Look up.
So much more than
look up. Star in a jar. Star in a jar. Look that up.
Does that come from the space?
Who? Look up what?
Look up a meteor.
A meteor?
From space.
Yeah, meteors never go this way. They always go this way. How's that?
Wait. If the world is flat, why is the one that's on your thing?
Okay, that's to demonstrate the curvature formula, right? If it goes out, it's got to go down, and there has to be a formula for that. People can't visualize something, so I carry these little tools. Okay? But now here's another one. You know what this is? It's hard to open, but you know what this is? It's a compass. Now, if I'm down in Australia, where does this compass point? To the North Pole. How does it go through the Earth? It doesn't. It's a flat freaking surface.
You're trying to use the same argument
Okay?
they tried to use with the toilets that when they flush and they reverse
That
the way they
doesn't,
go down.
that's not true.
Yes, it, oh my God,
It's not true.
that.
No. Well, you might like to watch your poop go down the hole, but I don't. So here we go. So here we go. If it's centrifugal force, where is that centrifugal force? We got a ball spinning on an axis, okay, and it has to go, it's a 24,901 equator, and 24 hours in a day, that means it's spinning 1,000 miles an hour. So how come we don't weigh less on the equator than we do up here where there's no centrifugal force? How come?
How come
that is? Now I want you to start thinking and stop talking. Just think for a second. Ask a reasonable question and I'll help you find out the answer. But I still don't want you, to believe me. I want you to figure it out for yourself. Okay? You all have to start thinking for yourself.
do not believe what I'm seeing. So
Do not believe what's in a textbook just because it's in black and white.
I don't believe what's coming out your mouth because you're false.
So, does anybody have an intelligent question? I won't be looking there.
Okay. Well, I got one. Actually, if I could get a picture. I got one. That'd be a intelligent question.
Whatever you'd like,
Really
dear.
smart.
Sure. Makes no difference to me.
You have one question.
You got to set it up.
Just one question.
Okay.
What do you want it, this way or the long?
And I don't give out kisses, just, you know.
No, that's fine.
1, 2, 3.
Did you get it?
I think I got it.
Okay, check it.
Thank you very
I'll be
much,
here.
ma'am.
You're
I
welcome.
think I got it.
My name is Marilyn. Spirit Level is my YouTube channel, and I'm on the website, along with other activists who are all over the country and the world. The UK just did a 6-week tour of the whole United Kingdom.
This is amazing.
Oh, I get an arm around me. That's good.
Because you're amazing.
Thank you, dear.
You are amazing.
Well, I got guts, that's for one thing. Okay.
If it is the case that people are intentionally deceiving the world, that the world is round, what's the purpose of that?
Okay, the kings didn't want the serfs to read. We know why? Because uneducated people are hard to control. They want to control us. They also want a one-world government. So they have to have a common threat. The only way to have that is to bring an alien invasion. That's what we think is going to happen.
But wasn't that...
They're going to fake it.
Did you vote for Trump?
No.
Really?
I'm not voting anymore because that's all just it's an illusion. It's an illusion to keep us divided. They have us on separate teams so they can keep us fighting with each other.
So you don't? That I actually
No, I don't vote.
About the serfs keeping kings keeping the serfs so they can't read, so they're not educated. But wasn't that, back in the day in a different context of like...
No, right here, it's on the card. Look down here on the card. What's the difference between being educated with lies or being uneducated? So all they have to... Did you get one of these?
I did not.
All right,
but
all they have to do... Whoa! So all they have to do is educate us with lies.
Just because people can't...
All they have to do is educate us with lies, and then we're dumb. We don't know anything.
Take one this way.
What's happened, hon?
Educate me. I don't
Yeah, that way.
Okay.
They want to get me the whole.
Why?
I need the whole experience.
It's only when we know truth do we have any real power. If we believe in lies and we're controlled by lies, we have no power because we really know nothing. Doesn't that make sense? So I want you to look into this and decide for yourself. Okay?
Tell me something.
That's what you...
Give me 1 point.
What's the question?
The one you said. You were just saying.
I don't know. I got a lot of questions. You have a question?
Why we don't wait?
Oh, why don't we weigh less? Yeah, that's centrifugal force. Do you ever have one of those merry-go-rounds on the playground and all the bad boys wanted the girls to get on? They spin it real fast because the girls would fly off and scream, That's the same thing. We're spinning 1,000 miles an hour at the equator. Up here, it's nothing. So why aren't we, weighing less? At least weigh less.
Wasn't the mirror going on flat? If we're not weighing less, it's not proof that it's round?
Correct me if I'm
No.
wrong. I'm pretty sure America.
No, it's a flat plane. Where is it? Here. Okay, so it's a flat plane, and the sun is about, my personal opinion is the sun is 9.3 miles away.
Really? Wow.
Yes, very, very close. You can feel it. You can feel the change. Listen, why? Why is that? You can feel the change in the radiation. From morning to afternoon to evening, you feel the difference. When a cloud goes by, you feel the difference, don't you?
Have you ever researched Aristophanes?
Yes.
You know who that is?
You know what? He might have been even made up, because that works on a globe, or it works on a flat. Now wait. If you have a closed mind, I can't help you.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so if it's flat and there's a close sun, you also get the exact same results, and they admit that.
Yes. No, they
admit it.
measurements at Alexandria and
I understand that. Yes, I understand that.
So the measurements are different.
I understand that. Yes, I do, and it still works.
Okay.
If it still works, then it's not a flat Earth. Then it's a round one.
No, it works on both models. You have to figure out. I have 200 proofs. I have 200 proofs here. You figure out.
You have to look at it.
I'm gonna do the same thing, but round. I don't care.
No, that's not. That's only one. You come back with 199 more, and then we have something to talk about. Did you have a question? Did you have a question?
Yeah.
Okay, what?
Okay. Just your input. What do you think about the satellite ratings in videos showing that the Earth is round? What is your input on that?
Okay, they're all images. Anything taken from space. If there is a curve, the Bumgardner, the Red Bull guy. Okay, watch that commercial. Go on YouTube and look up that Red Bull commercial. Watch when he opens the door. That camera's on the inside of the little pod he's in, right?
Sure.
The horizon is flat. When he goes outside, they use what's called a wide angle or fisheye lens. And then it makes everything curved. But you know what? We have footage of, like, it's called the dog cam. We put up in a balloon, and it takes pictures of the horizon. And here. And so if you have it down, you'll get a curve this way. Bring it up to the middle, and it's straight. Then lift it up, then it goes like a smile. So there's a lot to do with that curvature lens that you got to be very careful about. Did everybody get a card?
I did not get a card. I would like one. Question.
Yeah.
I mean, since I took film history, I took film class, I know about all the techniques you use for filming.
Okay.
And
you don't know about a fisheye lens?
Yes, I know that. I know it makes everything around, but you can't. Okay, for certain things, for certain images, you can't fake. There's certain stuff you can't fake.
Yeah.
Certain stuff you can only get in real time.
Well, we have the forensic photo guys who have taken apart. They've taken apart the picture of Earthrise, they call it, and that was photoshopped in. So I'm telling you that there's questions that you need to ask.
You're right. You're right.
Okay, ask the question. Now, something else I want to tell you about the horizon. The horizon, okay, it will always be at your eye level. I take this down to the seashore when I go there. And I even ask guys right there standing on the boardwalk, I said, is that horizon at your eye level? Oh, well, I think it might be a little lower. What? I mean, come on. It's always at your eye level, no matter if you're in an airplane, no matter if you're on Mount Everest, and that can only happen with this right here, perspective, the vanishing point. But with a horizon, it's a vanishing line. A vanishing point requires 4 planes. Like with the railroad tracks, there's 2 on the sides, 1 on top, 1 on the bottom. And you have to study that. When I first looked into this 2.5 years ago, I had to study perspective, and I just couldn't get it in my mind. It took like a week or 2 weeks to really study that. So, and this is it's like opposite of everything you've been told. So if you want to get a great job, don't tell anybody.
Let me ask, what questions?
All right.
Can I come up real quick?
Yeah, you may come up.
Okay, sorry.
No problem. Did you get a card? Everybody got a card?
So it says the reasons why. It says money, control, power, or land resources.
Yeah.
And then how. All right. So I think the reasons why and how equates to circular logic. Would you say, so the Earth is flat, it looks like this. Would you still say it's about 70 to 80% water?
Nah, well, yeah, it might be more because when we have the flat Earth map, Capricorn is much larger. But I think Cancer's a little smaller. You know, the tropics.
So there's still longitude and latitude lines?
Oh, sure. Yeah, they just go out.
Yes, okay.
Well, yeah, here we go. See, there's a longitude. Latitudes go in a circle, circumnavigate. Same thing as this.
My question is, what is the ratio between land and water?
Well, we don't have exact measurements because there's a lot of things that we have not been told. So we have to just go on what, you know why we have, this is why we have this is because that's what the United Nations uses. So we figure they know something we don't know.
So Earth could be bigger than what we see right now.
Some people think there's more land out beyond. I don't think so. I think that we live under a dome. And the dome can be seen when you look up lightning sprites. Lightning comes off of the dome. And you look that up, lightning sprites, like the soda. Sprite, S-P-R-I-T-E.
So about as much control as they have on us, wouldn't they be able to teach the same exact thing?
They don't want you to know these things. Look, these are all the books that are censored. They mock them. Did you know Mr. Obama mocked the flat Earth 3 times in the several speeches that he had, and he directed everybody to the Flat Earth Society, which is a government-controlled organization. It's controlled opposition. That's what that is. So if you want to know something, do not go to Flat Earth Society. Go here where I have the website on the card, and that will have the correct version of these pictures on the banner here that you can look into.
So how do we know this isn't government control?
Because I'm here on my own and I'm not telling you to believe me. I say do not believe me. Study it for yourself. Find out for yourself. Go to the seashore. Tell me why you can see Atlantic City from Wildwood 32.6 miles away. That should be under 681 feet of curvature, which is like a 68-story building. So it's not happening. We can see right down to the sandy beach. So what's going on? We have long-distance photography. Now we have this guy with an infrared camera who saw 1,000 miles from an airplane. So look into this.
What do you think the advantages would be of the government or whatever the hell telling us?
I told you that. They want to control everybody into believing everything they say. So when they have this alien invasion or whatever they're going to use, that's what we kind of think they might be leading up to. Then we'll all just believe them and say, save us, you know. Everybody feel that warm sun. You put something in front of you, and it goes away. That's not 93 million miles away. You can't tell me that for nothing. Look it up, buddy.
You said 8, I'd say like
look it up.
10 miles.
Look, I'm older than you. I'm smarter.
Yeah, you're right, though. You are smarter than me. You used me multiple times, you're smart.
Fooled me? I fooled you?
Yeah, you gave me inspiration to go home and look up this.
That's right, because I have some answers, but that doesn't mean I know everything. Come on.
Wait, I just don't understand the point of aliens.
Look, George H.W. Bush in a speech said the New World Order. George Soros also said the New World Order. So this is what they want to come about. The only way it won't happen is if we all band together and say, no, we don't want that.
How does the government prosper off of us believing the Earth is round?
Once they have control, you'll be a third world country.
What if I believe in you?
Nah, well, it's not me. It's we all have. Yeah.
How is that?
Then we're going to say, you guys are lying to us. We're not paying school taxes anymore. We're not doing it what you say anymore. Our children, our boys will not go off to Middle East wars anymore because those are all made up. Ever since the Antarctic Treaty, there has not been a legitimate war. And I even think before that. Our men are going off to be killed. And they're, you know what men they are? The healthiest, the strongest, the smart ones. They're all getting killed. So look at that. Do we want that to keep continuing? What kind of population are we going to be when all of our good guys are getting, the best of the best are getting killed off?
Did you say earlier, I might have misheard, it was before I got here, someone said that you said space isn't real.
No, that's true. There's no space, no outer space. There's high-flying YouTube planes, okay, but that's as far as we go, because I believe there is a dome up there. I have seen evidence of it.
So, how would you say the aliens would get here if there's no outer space?
It's a fake alien invasion. It's fake. Our government has all those, well, you know, I don't know if you want, it's flying saucers, call them. They have them already, and they're flying. You know what? They have ways of, they figured out the trick. Look up a guy who made the Coral Castle in Florida. All by himself, he cut out these big stones of coral, like 20-ton stones, and he lifted them and built things out of them by himself. He knew the secret to lifting up heavy stones, and it has something to do with sound waves and reverse polarity, all that stuff that I don't know a lot about.
You have a cell phone, right?
I have a cell phone? Yeah, they don't go off satellites. If they went off satellites, we would not have a dead zone. And yet we get dead zones all, especially here with the mountains, you get dead zones all over the place.
So how do phones and like anything?
It's all ground-based system, all of it. There's cables under the ocean. You gotta look into that.
So how do they obtain more?
Or do they just tie off right at the end?
Oh, here we go. The turtle, the Earth sits on the turtle, the back of a turtle, right? Is that what you're thinking? Yeah, because that's what they tell us. They mock us. They mock this whole thing. You know what it is? Where are we? Here. Antarctica. And I told you that before. Antarctica goes all the way around the outside edge.
So where's the turtle? I can't see.
So how
it's in your mind, honey.
Facebook with my friend who's in Africa, and it's daylight there and it's nighttime here.
Yes, because the sun, it's small and it's local. And if you had a flashlight and shone it down, you would not illuminate this whole courtyard. It's local and it's small.
See it if I was on the ground, I would see it.
We have videos. No, you would not. No, you would not.
Okay,
can you tell me? All right. Can you read that? All right. You have this. Read the small print. Here, read it. Read what it says on the bottom line here, from where you're standing. You can't see that.
I can't see that. Yes. But if I'm on a flat surface, if I'm on a football field on the 50-yard line, and it's pitch black, and I hold a flashlight this high, and I turn it on, I
maybe this high.
From the 50.
Sure. But you get down on the ground. What do you have down there? Then you have the two planes, and you have angular resolution problems down at the end.
On the ground, I can still see a crescent light, even at the end zone.
You have to look into this. It's not.
I have looked into it. I'm a physicist.
No, that doesn't matter.
I can tell you exactly where you can see light from.
No.
Okay, let's all do an experiment. We'll find us a football field.
Yes.
And we'll go to the 50-yard line, and I'll hold a flashlight up this high at nighttime. And all of you go to the end zone and lay on the ground and see if you can see the light from that flashlight. I guarantee you.
How big is it? How big is the flat Earth? How big is it?
I don't know how big it is.
Okay, well, do you know how big the globe is? Do you have any information at all about the globe that you live on?
How big our planet is? Yes, I know exactly how big.
Okay, tell me.
Our planet has a radius of about 4,000 miles. It's about 3,960 miles.
Right, that's right. 65. That's great. So here we have the Antarctica. We have, where is it? Captain Cook. He logged in 60,000 miles. So that makes the true flat Earth about 19,000 miles. 19,000.
Did what?
60,000 divided by 3.14 is about 19,000.
What do you mean he logged 60,000 miles? What do you mean?
You don't know about Captain James Cook?
No. What did he do?
The coast of Antarctica, he sailed around it, and he logged in 60,000 miles.
Sailing around Antarctica, and he said he logged in 60,000 miles. When did he do this?
He kept the coast to his left, and he kept it in view. And you know what modern textbooks say? Oh, he got lost in the Pacific, and they draw a bunch of circles, making fun of that man.
So let me ask you this.
All right.
Why is it that at the beach, I can literally be watching the sunset, and in Dubai, you can actually go do this. They have the tallest building in the world.
Right.
And as the sun is setting, I can watch it set. I can take the elevator to the top floor, and I have another 2 minutes where I can still see the sun setting.
Yeah.
How is that happening?
Yeah, because of perspective. You're changing your angle. You are changing the angle. And look up angular.
If it's flat and it's above the flat
resolution.
Earth, yeah, but
it's going
above the Earth.
It's going away.
Okay,
it's
but
going
why does
away.
it keep looking round then? If it's flat and round and it's going away like this, I should see a crescent, not a round disc. Why do I keep seeing a round disc? No matter where it is above me. When it's setting, I see a round disc. When it's above me, I see a round disc. Yeah. Why does it keep looking perfectly round?
Well, something else you ought to know. It shrinks.
How would that keep it from looking like it's at a different angle?
It's not a crescent.
If it moves away from me, it shouldn't look like a circle anymore.
Yes, it does. Why would it look any different?
Because if you take a circle and you're right under it and you see a circle and you move that circle down 20 feet or so and you look at it and you take a picture of it, it'll now not, because of the angular resolution, it won't look like a perfect circle anymore.
No, your physics is wrong.
We can do that right now. Okay, let's just hold up a disc right under us. We'll take a picture of it. It looks like a circle.
Hold it
down there. Take a picture of it. It doesn't look like a perfect circle anymore.
Who said that was a disc?
Okay, what is it then?
It's not a square, I don't think.
It's not, I don't know, but it's not, I didn't say it was a disc. I said the Earth was flat. I didn't say the sun was flat.
When you look at it, it looks like a circle, right?
Yeah.
So it's either a circle or a sphere. If it's a sphere, that means it's radiating light in every direction.
It could
which means
be.
No matter where you are on the Earth, you ought to be able to see the light.
It could be a sphere. The sun could be a sphere.
Okay, so if it's a sphere
could the moon.
And it's shedding light, then no matter, so it would look like a circle anywhere then, if it's a sphere.
But it's local and it's small. It's not 400 times the sun.
It would still at least look like a big star at nighttime.
It would look like a small circle.
You should make a theory.
It's not 9.3.
The other planets are wrong.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm done with this.
Good, bye.
How do you explain gravity?
Okay, gravity. All right, here you go. Here's another shocker. Gravity does not exist. I agree in one thing. I agree with one thing. Things fall.
Smarter than Einstein. Smarter than Einstein.
Things fall. And I believe that the rate falls.
This phone is smarter
Excuse
than you.
me. Stop
this phone is smart. No, you stop. You stop.
You want to preach your stuff? You get a banner, go over there, and you preach what you want.
You do the same. You do the same, lady.
I can't deal with this.
Gravity just doesn't
I
exist.
can't deal with you. The phone's smarter than you.
Don't put things in my face.
You didn't change.
Don't put things in my face. Control her. Control her. I am protected under free speech. You do know that. Okay, so I believe that there is a rate of fall. Anything, that's right. And things fall. Okay, but I do not believe that it's being pulled to the center of a spinning ball. Okay, so I do have an alternative. The main reason that gravity cannot be a magnetic force or anything is because there's no magnetism when it's above a certain temperature. And they say that the center is molten, and you can't have magnetic properties in molten.
It's at the very center, but not around it.
Well, so then you have to say, well, maybe here, maybe there, maybe there. We only ever dug a hole 8 miles deep, and that's it. So how do they know that the center is molten? That's all. Yes, it's a theory. Thank you.
Right.
Now I have another theory.
Yours is only a theory as well.
I have another.
Or actually a hypothesis. It's not really a theory.
I have a theory that's being looked into now as to what is holding us down. Density and buoyancy both work. Okay, in both models. So I agree with that. But I think that we live inside a torus field. And the North Pole, the electricity comes up out of the North Pole, goes around, hits the dome.
Kind of like a Tesla coil, huh? You're right. Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
Yes. Tesla is our man, okay?
Nicholas, I'll give you credit.
So it goes up, and it goes, and I believe the sun is a filament, and the moon is a filament, but they're charged differently, like positive, negative, okay? Because the moon gives off a different light. It's actually a cold, putrefying light. And if you do tests at nighttime with a meter, you'll see that the moon light is colder than moon shade. So it's not reflected sunlight.
Well, how would you explain that when there's a lunar eclipse, the shadow's round?
Well, there's something.
You can't explain that with the
the Earth does not go between the moon and the sun. There are other orbs up there, and I'll give you an example. There's in ancient documents. There's Rahu and Ketu. Okay, they've been said there are other orbs up there. They're like translucent. The other one is the red spot on Jupiter. Now, the red spot on Jupiter goes from the left to the right, and they say that's how we know it rotates. No, I just think it's a red translucent orb that's moving across the face of Jupiter, and that's separate from Jupiter. So that's a theory.
I just find it hard to believe that.
And you have to look into those things. Pardon?
I just find it hard to believe that you can think everything else is round, but not the Earth. Right?
Well, yeah. Do you know why you say that? It's hard for you to imagine. I
didn't say it. You did.
No, because okay. Well, you think Big Bang. Big Bang says everything is round, right? That's what Big Bang says.
Not completely round, no.
Well, it exploded. All
it's everything radiating from
rocks. The rocks through friction made everything round. Okay.
It can't be quantified.
Okay. So I don't subscribe to that. I say that this flat plane was created by some being or culture or something. We were created, put in this flat plane, and there's a dome over it because it separates the water from the water. And there's even these commercials. What is it? A beer commercial where this guy goes up in a round ball and crashes through the ceiling. And remember, do you ever see that one?
I know you're talking.
Do you know what that is? It's a takeoff of Auguste Piccard. Auguste Piccard actually did something like that in a round metal sphere. And he went up there, and he said it was a flat plane with upturned edges. And there's your upturned edges right there. So this has basis in history. Do you have a cord?
No, thank you.
Can I have a card as well?
You know how you said the moon was like 9-point-something miles?
The sun is 9.3, and that's my guess, okay? I can have proof of that.
If that's the case, then how hot is the sun? Because we learned that the sun is trillions and...
I know what you learned. I went to the same schools that you did, hon.
So if
we're
not close, how come we have winter and we're not...
That's easy. That's easy. Here's the tropics. Up here, when it's on Cancer, it goes around. Did you ever look into quantum physics? If you put a super chilled disk, it will follow a magnetic path in a... Did you ever hear that?
Yeah.
Okay. So quantum physics, you look that up on YouTube, and you'll see that. And you can even tilt the disc, and it will stay in that position and go around. You put something on the metal track, and it'll like jump over it. So it's very fascinating. That could be a possible explanation for how the sun travels.
So you say it travels on concentric rings?
It goes around, and if you look in the book of Enoch, which is not in the Bible, it will tell you about the path of the sun. And we think that's why they took Enoch out of the Bible.
So how does it go from ring to ring? Are you saying the Earth?
It just does. I can't explain that.
Is it gradual, or is it just sudden?
It tells you, well, it's the same thing as what you see right here. It goes up to the Tropic of Cancer. It stays there for 3 days, I think. Then it just gradually comes back to the equator. Then when it gets down to Capricorn, and it all does these movements in a 24-hour day. So when it's on Capricorn, it has to move much faster. And if you talk to somebody down below or outside of the equator, okay, we call that the out, then you will see that the sun moves a lot faster. You can like just watch it go across the sky just about. It goes really fast, and they don't have a twilight, it just disappears. So those are things you look into. Why would that happen? What is that phenomenon? Okay?
What about...
Go ahead.
Sorry. I was just going to ask, I actually have a friend that lives in Germany. He's 6 hours ahead, and I also have a friend that just moved to China, which is 12 hours ahead.
Okay.
How does that time difference work if...
Well, the sun, like I said, the sun only illuminates part of the Earth at one time. Okay. So you can have...
a flashlight?
Well, yeah, that's the best way I can explain it. Now, if you want to nitpick, like this physics guy did here, and, you know, and, oh, well, you can't have a I never said it was a disc. So, yeah, when you have... Where was I? Oh, okay, so if you're over here, and the sun is over here, it only illuminates to here. Like a Cancer, when it's on Cancer, it goes past. Because then you have 24-hour sun. When it's down at the equator, then it only comes up to here. Because when it's on Capricorn, they have 24-hour darkness. So, yeah, so it only illuminates a certain amount. It doesn't go the whole. And there, we have videos of a guy on a cruise ship out in the middle of the ocean. He turned this way and he saw the moon and darkness. He turned this way with his camera and he saw the sun and light. So yes, it happens. Okay.
What about like solar flares, like aurora borealis? Why are they only in the north and the south?
Well, see, the aurora borealis is perfect for the tourist field because it comes up out of the North Pole and it's like a donut, right? But that's how the electricity is. This is my theory, and we're looking into that. And that excites the elements in the lower atmosphere.
That's radiation, though. It's not really. It's been proven.
You've been told. You've been told that.
I believe in research.
Okay, well, you believe what you want to believe. I'm not telling you to believe me.
It was nice talking.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
You said there's no space.
No outer space,
no
like
outer space?
Not the way they're portraying it. No NASA. NASA is it's a propaganda government.
You said we're in a dome then, right?
Yes.
What are the planets then? Like the other planets?
They're just points of light.
Points of light?
That we know of. They're wandering stars. They've been called wandering stars up until 80 years ago.
You also said there was no such thing as like aliens or anything, right?
I don't see that there's aliens. There could be other life on this plane that we don't know about.
Oh, so do you think the plane goes beyond the dome?
I don't teach past the edge of Antarctica. I don't teach past there. You can imagine what it could be. You can read about things. People have different ideas about that, but I can't prove any of that.
Has the dome always existed?
Yes, but I also think there was an inner dome. I think there's several layers to the dome. That's my personal opinion. Because Scripture, the biblical model, says there were several heavens. And I think during the flood, the inner dome broke open. And that's why we had the Ice Age. So there was a lot to that. I kind of think that's what happened.
Would there be multiple suns then for the other domes?
Hey.
I don't know.
Earth can be a cone.
Earth can be a cone?
Why not?
Yeah, get your own banner and preach that over there.
You're right. I'm going to do that.
Yeah, do that.
I'm going to do that tomorrow.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
Get some banners, get some facts.
Yeah.
Earth is a cone.
Yes, and then be ignorant all your life because you never looked into this seriously.
No, I believe.
No, you don't. No,
actually, I do.
I don't believe this. I know that there's no curvature to the Earth. I know that for a fact.
Why not?
Fact.
Why can't it be? Why can't you have an open mind? Like you said, open mind. Have an open mind.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling you, don't believe what your government tells you.
Yeah, but then you're right. You're right. We shouldn't believe what our government tells us. But then without our government, we wouldn't have what we have now. To be honest.
No, we'd have a whole lot better life.
It would be anarchy. It would be chaos if we didn't have.
No, I believe in government, not the one we've got. The people who are holding office. I say we get all those people out of office. If you look back at Jefferson, what did Jefferson say? I killed the monster. He got rid of the Federal Reserve Bank. That's what's really running our world, is these Federal Reserve banks.
I agree with
every war is to instill a central bank. It's the central bank that's killing us. That's what it is. The central bank is killing us.
Have you heard about any of the theories of Australia not existing?
Australia is 2 different sizes, and I really have not gotten. Here's what they have on the globe, that size. And yet here, look, this is Australia right there. So what size is it really? I have not gotten that answer yet. I think that would say a lot, don't you?
Yeah.
You know what? I like your way of thinking. I really do. I really like your way of thinking. You think outside the box, or around the box, over the box. You're right. You're right. I like your way of thinking.
That's good. I'm happy for you.
Dumb way of me.
At least I'm thinking. At least I'm thinking.
You're right. And I like that.
That's good.
Being a slave to the system.
That's right.
So I love this. This is amazing. You're doing a great job. A great job.
Yeah, but you know what? Your physics teacher, I mean, he's like, his whole life depends on that, you know. So he's not going to be open-minded.
Scientists are open-minded, I think.
I don't think so. Not when their livelihood depends on it. And most of these scientists have grants. And if they change their ideas about not believing what the textbooks say, they're going to be out of a grant.
I think they're developing new theories, though.
I love that catchphrase.
Yeah, but you're not going to go towards this.
Well, I don't know.
Are you a science major?
No.
Okay.
Are you?
No, I'm a little older than that. But my dad was a math teacher and he flew off aircraft carriers. So, and my son was a physics major. So I understand these things. I was the one who taught my son Algebra 1. So look, you just got to look into these concepts and see, look, if it's a curved surface up to a light bulb, you get a spot like that. If it's a flat surface, you get the line. And this is reality.
You're right.
The flat surface.
Hey, don't you do anything. Don't you debunk this. This is amazing.
I have a theory.
I don't care what you say.
All right, go ahead.
I'm happy that you believe what you believe, because you should, and that's fine. But I think that you're here to incite disagreements with people, which is why you have your phone on your chest to record us.
I have a what? I'm here to incite what?
Disagreements.
It doesn't matter.
Disagreements? No, I don't debate with people. I will take questions, but I don't debate. I am not trying to get sensationalized, and you will see. I was at community college in Montgomery County last week.
Don't you walk around.
So look, you go look at my videos, and none of them are about making fun of people.
No, it
has nothing to do with that at all. I'm just here to tell people the truth and let them think for themselves. That's what my thing is. I love humanity, and I would not put myself in this place if I did not love humanity and want them to know the truth.
And I guess you wouldn't want to debate if you're saying what you know is fact.
Well, the problem with that is a lot of people have questions and they want to ask a question. If you're debating with one nut job, then they take up all the time, and I don't want to do that.
Well, why wouldn't they, if the Earth's flat, like, what's holding us back from making movements on discovering that? Like, why
We know it all. The government knows it all. The government knows it. They don't want us to know that.
But why?
Why?
Yeah. Like, why would it be bad then?
Because control. Because if there was a flat